Hello and welcome back to another episode of Mixed Feelings with you boys over at Mixed Company. As always, I am Jason, ready to show my boy Charles, aka Young Knowledge, more and more of the ridiculous music I listen to. So, you've been a trooper thus far. We've gotten into some pretty deep stuff.
It's been getting real, man. Like, at first I thought we was friends. But the deeper you take me, I'm starting to wonder if this is torment that you're trying to do.
No, so at first you thought we were friends, then you realize, oh, we're best friends. Only a best friend would introduce me to all of these great things that are just making my life so much better.
Yeah,
that's what I'm here for.
What about the nightmares? We're going to talk about therapy with
we
that?
don't have to talk about the nightmares.
We can
I'm
discuss
not
that later
a
on.
therapist, so I would give you the worst advice ever.
Right.
I would just say when in doubt, you know.
I do believe you on that. Some of the things you say.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, what do? We got to listen to more.
Right.
I mean, how do you conquer your fears?
Go deeper.
Exactly.
Go deeper.
Yeah, I was that kid who wouldn't go past the buoy because I was afraid of the deep end. Then one day my brother just threw me in. I was like,
oh dang.
Well, and then I wasn't afraid of the deep end.
Sounds like you and Kevin Hart had the same story. His dad threw him in too.
I mean, it's just one of those things. If you're afraid of heights, ride some roller coasters. I used to be afraid of horror movies, and then I just sat down one Halloween and just watched a marathon and thought, this isn't so bad, and it turned me into the great human being I am today.
It's not actually bad advice what you just said. I don't know if you should go straight for the roller coaster, but if you're scared of heights, you were onto something there. I'm not going to dive too deep into that just now. I'm going to ponder on that one right there, but you was onto something.
Man, so talking about positivity, this song is not positive. It's one of the songs, so it's called Loathe, which is when you really don't like somebody,
right?
You loathe them, or a certain experience. But yeah, so this is by a band called Left to Suffer. So I mean, as you see, there's kind of a theme building here. But I heard this, I've heard it before, and I had to revisit it because it came up on or in a recent conversation I had, and I thought, oh, you know who would appreciate this? Charles. He's never heard anything like this before. So it's cool because as we get into it, you'll see. Remember, I keep telling you, there's a lot of people in the the metalcore genre that have a hip hop aesthetic.
Right.
This guy looks like somebody who would be in a hip hop band. I love him for that. But he also when you hear his voice, you see him, you're like, oh, that's a lot of dude, and I can see where that voice is coming from.
Right.
Outside of this, I'm not super familiar with them. I do know I love this track, so it's, again, one of those things that I'll be diving into them a little bit deeper, but this song I'm super excited because you've heard some of the best of the best, the worst of the worst. I mean, you've heard everything from Courtney the Plant with Holy Roller.
Oh, my goodness, that threw me off.
Yeah, shout out to Spirit Box. And, of course, both sittings of Alex Terrible and... Slaughter to Prevail. So this is going to be uncharted territory. Picture Alex's vocals and kind of drop them a little bit.
Okay.
And that's what we're getting at with this guy. But let me go ahead and we're going to full screen this bad boy and then get started. I'm so pumped. I have a feeling the audio is going to be very loud through the headphones, so it's going to be a good time.
Is it going down?
Oh yeah, without further ado. I want that beanie.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Trust the quiet start.
Never. Especially when he's being aggravated right now. Like she just wants him to pop off.
We've all been there.
The population is bleeding me dry. My burdens are unseemly, sink into my bones. I only fear the end. What happens over and over again? Separation that fucks with my head. Bullshit, I am constantly fed. Little for me, I wish I was dead. Fuck.
Here it comes.
Gosh, this one I was like, man, this ain't even too bad. I ain't gonna have no nightmares. It's pretty solid right here.
Flowing with it.
Immediately, he goes right all the way down to devil voice. What do you call that type of voice right there?
So everybody always refers to that as lows. So that's your low tone. So if you ever hear somebody like, oh man, this guy's got sick lows, that's when he drops down to that register. That's when you have the Alex doing the Demolisher or the ending bits from Agony. It's all diaphragm. And so I was watching a video of somebody else reacting and they're like, yo, this guy's, I don't know what this dude's diaphragm is made of, but it's obviously big and thick.
Right.
And so of course I don't know enough about the technicality in order to be able to explain how he does that. But as I'm learning more and more about the actual technique behind the screaming, I mean, It's insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm gonna run it back though because just the tonality shift is insane.
Wild.
In the space of fucking madness, when I'm so afraid, the spiraling entity stuck in my brain. Crafted, when I was persona, threatening to tear me apart. Woo! Feels like I've been sleeping, locked away from the world unknown. Feels like the glass is breaking, set free as you lose control.
Who's playing the drums back there? I was focused on that, but I heard them drum. Once I heard that drum do that boom, 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 and then I couldn't tune them out no more.
It was so
Do you
good.
know who's playing the drums?
No, so again, I don't know much about this band as a whole. There's a guy featured at the end of the song from another band that I'm a little bit more familiar with. But yeah, no, so Left to Suffer was like completely new to me.
Yeah.
Until this song was recommended to me by some channel I was following. They're like, oh, if you like that, you should check this out.
Right.
So I've done no real digging outside of this. I've just listened to this on repeat because it's been so good. But like the lyrical content's really cool because I mean it's like Homeboy's clearly going through something.
Yeah.
And it's just the way that he decides to express it is of course so forceful. But I mean, you know, a lot of the stuff that he's saying is super true. Like in the chorus when he said, you know, bullshit he's constantly fed, separation, you know, messes with his head.
Okay.
It's just the message is really cool, and I feel like a lot of people, again, when you listen to this genre of music, you don't listen to the lyrics in the song. You just listen to the overall like forcefulness of it, and you're easily just deterred because it's loud. But like listen to it a little bit deeper, and you're gonna get something from it. And it just so happens to come from an area that you might not be used to, but there's still a lot to enjoy there.
Most definitely.
And of course, like the cool things like being able to respect and react to even like that quick little drum fill and stuff.
Oh my goodness, man.
It's super technical.
Yeah, for sure. I can respect it.
Oh man, just wait for the breakdown.
There's more.
The population is playing me dry. My brain as I rise from early, deep into my bones, I only feel the edge. What happens over and over again? Separation that fucks with my head.
Oh, okay, I hear it now.
I am constantly fed. Little tell me I wish I was dead.
Oh! Another one.
Like I see ever-growing darkness, like a never escape. It's out of my hands. None of its crimes can break this silence.
Second drop.
I can send myself.
That's a different level. Okay.
Square Up Studios. They literally squared up. Like,
Right.
I can't think of a better way to phrase that. Like, that's just whew,
Oh my
the
goodness.
intensity there,
That was a lot, bro.
right?
Like,
How about that first drop though?
Oh,
where
my
he just
goodness.
comes through with the and then just the crazy
I ain't gonna lie,
guitar
I was
riff.
feeling I have a different respect for whatever those are called. I'm still not sure what to call those. What is that a different kind? That one felt like it was.
So I mean that would be so I hadn't heard like a good like bleh in a long time, and so I mean it's it's on the same wavelength, but
Okay.
it's just it hits a little bit harder.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I gotta go back and
Yeah,
find where
find
to
that
drop
real
it.
quick.
It's so good. Matter.
Yeah.
Finally, whatever.
Woo! Every time it get me. And he gave him another one just because.
From those guitars,
Yeah.
you get so comfortable in this. Oh,
Right.
it's so good.
Oh man, so what do you know about them? Is this your first time ever hearing them? Or?
So this song is the only time I've ever heard Left to Suffer. The guy at the end who have like the 10 times lower voice, that is Jacob Wallace of a band called Bro Job. And I heard about them a long time ago. They've got this really funny thing where they take metal and they just make it like super gay. Because there's like this big, the metal genre as a whole has always seemed to have like toxic masculinity issues, and so whether it be from either mistreating women or homophobia, and so they decided to take that and say we're going to write all of our songs about the stuff that people typically wouldn't associate. Whoa, they wanted to have some more.
Right. And another.
But no, so I thought that it was just kind of like a joke band, but then you listen to it and you're like, oh man, the lyrics are all great. The vocals are fantastic. The instrumentation's great. And so he was one of those people that just kind of came out of left field. Like that band just like showed up overnight. And this is the only other thing I've heard him featured in.
Really?
But that's about the extent of my knowledge on that one, is just because I'd heard at least him in another song. But those two combined, and oh my God, the lows from both parties in this song are just insane. Like I can't imagine how long it would take. Some people, maybe they just were able to do it, no training whatsoever. But I actually tried on the way to the other podcast this morning. I was listening to something else, and I was just like, I'm going to scream along to this. I'm so glad I had hot coffee because I'd fried my vocal cords. But I mean, that's what you get when you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
I would never attempt to do something like this, because even though when I speak I can kind of have like a lower register, I don't know how to make it translate into anything like that. Like that's
There's a science to it.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
It's insane.
You can't just hop in the water and expect to swim. You're gonna drown. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna drown.
On the heavier side of things, how'd you feel about that? Because there are some times where I saw you getting into it a little bit when he hit you with the first growl, and
when he hit me with that growl,
Yeah.
and no, I gotta go back a little further. When the homie hit me with the drums, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm here now. I was there, but now I'm here. And so I was right there front and center after that, and I started listening to the drums. I'm like, okay, beasting with that. Okay, you drum me in now. You drum me in, and then you hit me with that. I'm like, oh, shoot, write me an E40 right there. You know what I'm saying?
And actually, oh my God, now that you say it, it was like a metal E40, especially with the first one. Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that was wild right there. I'm like, okay, I see what we got going here. I was into that. I was into that for sure.
Nice. So again, if more comes my way as far as Left to Suffer, I might have to do a revisit with you, because again, I enjoyed it, but hearing the fact that you were into it makes me super happy. Like,
it's the Adidas gear too, so maybe it was the visuals as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he had the gold rope. He had the Adidas.
Super hip.
Like you run into that guy. You're like, what do you do for a living? I'm a heavy metal singer. Get out of here. No, you're not.
You're lying, man.
You have too much swag for that.
Right. For sure.
Yeah,
we gotta definitely get some more of that stuff, bro.
Yeah. So overall, though, first impressions of Left to Suffer featuring our boy, what was it? Something Wallace? I've already forgotten. The guy from Bro Job. Shouts out to Bro Job.
There we go, Bro Job.
Scale of 1 to 10, man. What are you thinking?
Ooh. See, it's hard judging them because we gotta get like a judging. We gotta get some
get like a rubric, just like a.
There you go. What to judge them on, because they all got different things that you can judge them
That's
on,
true.
and it's just like with them, I can say what I liked about it. What I liked about it was the drums off the rip. The drums is what reeled me in, and I'm not a person who can drum like that. I know you're Nick Cannon Jr., so you can get busy with it, but I can't. But I can respect it though if I hear it off the rip. And then not to mention, soon they came in, the swag was on point.
Oh yeah.
I'm all about the swag. The swag was on point. The gold rope. They had Adidas gear. You was coming with it, Swaggy P. Then he hits me with the I'm like, oh, E40's in the building. E40 is in the building. So overall, man, I just like the swag they came with. Even though it was still metal, they still stayed in their lane, but it was different. I can tell they had their own little twang to it. So
yeah,
I can appreciate that. Now, what I didn't like is how y'all came in all smooth. She's whispering in your little ear over here. She's whispering in your ear over here. Then you Come on, man, don't be scaring me like that, man. You know I'll be having nightmares.
I think that's one of the things that makes the breakdown hit so hard is, of course, it's quiet, and then they come in with those really cool guitar slides, and then his punchy just E40 growl.
Exactly.
And then you get back into it, and you're feeling it.
Right.
Every time you get comfortable, and you're like, oh man, this is just grooving along with it, and then just bam, slap in the face. So.
Yeah, oh my goodness, punch in the face.
Plus, and that's one of my favorite things about the genre is that ad-lib, just throwing in like that crazy, just you're not even really saying anything. It's just like either a guttural growl or like a full force bleh. And then of course at the end you had the dude from Brojob who came through and he did, I don't know if you heard it, but it kind of sounded like a pig squeal. Like that's a thing. Like so there are some genres of metal where the vocalist only, I guess, sings like that. Like it has like the picture, like the deep tonality that both of those had, but a very like squealy pig sound.
Right.
Alex Terrible's even been known to get down like that sometimes. That genre, the squealing is not really for me. This is about as much as I'll go. Yeah. And like enjoy it. But yeah, dude, there are like full albums where people just sound like that.
That's different.
You know, to each their own.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt about it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All I hear though every time is just like, even in his, like it was good, but it just sounds like a pig. Like
I don't know if I could listen to a whole album like that. I probably could appreciate a song or two, but a whole album, that's gonna be tough.
Oh, I gotta find that.
But they have been wrong before.
We're gonna have just Charles and the best of squealing. It'll be a 1 hour podcast.
I'm just getting used to the bleh. And I'm gonna have to throw that in one of my rap songs too, if I can fit that in there.
Oh yeah.
That bleh. I gotta have you there though, so you can coach me through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you covered, man. I've done it plenty of times in the car.
Yeah. You got it down to a science.
Oh man. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it. Wait, hold on. Before we give a wrap. So, how many out of 10?
I didn't give them an out of 10. I said I can't judge these people out of 10. I can only tell you what I liked and what I didn't like because it's so different. Until we find the curriculum for them, if I said that right, we got to have what we're going to judge them on because it's like, dang, I like this because of this, but I like this because of that.
That's fair.
And I don't feel right giving everybody 10s and 9s because everybody doesn't deserve a 10 and a 9.
That's true.
Some people deserve a 6 or a 4.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to tell them what I like and what I don't like.
I really can't wait to get into when you start critiquing because I feel like you've been a lot more polite. Than I thought originally. Like you've been honest going into it, but you've given a lot of people higher scores. So I can't wait to find something to where you're like, not feeling it.
Yeah.
Just because again, that's the whole reason why we do it. Is,
exactly.
You know, I've heard all these songs. There's a bunch of other channels out there that have done reactions to any of these songs. But getting somebody who's never heard any of these tracks, let alone isn't even familiar with the genre, that's really what I want to get into. So
exactly. And I'm surprised that I actually like them. I'll be honest. Like I was like, man, I don't know what JV's up to, man. But he's on some mess right now. I'm pretty sure,
given let's say 20 more episodes, if it even takes that long, I think you're going to become and not that I'm pushing you. I'm not that type of person who's just like, hey, you need salvation.
Right.
And I'm the person who can do it. But all I'm saying is, if I did get a little preachy, I'm just like, you know, just the metal's calling you. Right. All you have to do is give yourself over to the metal. The metal's listening. You just have to decide it's talking. But are you listening, Charles? Because we're here. The metal community's here for you.
Oh, man. That's a pretty good impersonation right there, man. You gotta get there.
No, I've got this terrible character. So again, I do a lot of dumb shit when I'm alone. But I've got this terrible character outside of my Russian voice where it's the closeted fire and brimstone preacher. So he's like super Christian and very strong to his morals, but he's like obviously gay.
Yeah.
So there's like this duality to it. Every time I do it, it either gets like a really big laugh or a, oh, you're going to hell.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm talking about a fake person. This guy doesn't
right. He's not real, right?
All right, guys. Well, on that note, we are going to call it a wrap for another episode of Mixed Feelings on the quickest growing, not really, but
we will be.
In my opinion, the quickest growing YouTube channel, Mixed Company. So stay tuned for more of the hilarious content and just really tracking Charles's growth towards becoming a metalhead. I think we're going to get him there. And also, if you find the videos and you want songs that we haven't reacted to yet, throw some more crap my way, because I would love to find some things that I might not know about. That would be even more exciting to get this guy on, so then we're both kind of just reacting to it for the first time ever. But as always, 3 rules. I'll make them quick this time. Rule number 1, do dope shit. Rule number 2, make somebody smile. And rule number 3, don't be a dick, and we'll see you next time.
Holla.